Yo, what's up YouTube? Aries Fire Tiger here with a Pokemon TCG deck profile for you guys. This is the deck that I used in our most recent League Challenge. That was the Steam League Challenge. It was on September 10th, 2016. I didn't do so hot. 1-3-1 was my record after 5 rounds. But I had a lot of close games, and I feel that with just a couple of changes to this deck, it could be pretty good. It could be really good, and I had a lot of fun playing it, and that was one of the most important things because I hadn't played in like 2 weeks, and that tournament was my first games in the new format, so I had no idea what to expect, no idea what to build, so I just threw something together that seemed like it could be a lot of fun, and it was. So let's get into it. You guys can tell from the title of the video what this deck already is, and that is a Lugia BREAK deck. And Lugia BREAK, well, not Lugia BREAK, Lugia has 120 hit points, has the pressure ability. As long as Pokemon is your active Pokemon, any damage done by attacks from your opponent's active Pokemon is reduced by 20 before applying weakness and resistance. And we've got Intensifying Burn for 60 damage for 3 colorless energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this attack does 60 more damage, so we can hit him for 120. So we got 3 of the Lugia, and of course we're going to be running 3 copies of Lugia BREAK. And Lugia BREAK has 150 hit points and Flash of Destruction for 4 colorless energy. Does 150 damage, and you have to discard 2 energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you have it in the active position and he doesn't have any damage counters on him yet, with that pressure ability, you're looking at 170 hit points that your opponent has to take out, essentially. So, not too bad. So, with the heavy attack costs, we gotta have a way to get energy into play. I went with the Geomancy Xerneas. Choose 2 of your bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a fairy energy card and attach it to that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. And we've also got Rainbow Spear here. Does 100 damage. There's decks like Vespiquen floating around and decks with Galvantula where they've got like 90 hit points. So Rainbow Spear can help knock those out. And if your opponent can't get a Fighting Fury Belt onto their Giratina, this is a good way to just one-shot that Giratina. So we've got 2 copies of Mew, so we can copy either Intensifying Burn, Geomancy, or Rainbow Spear, whichever one we might need at the time. I thought Mega Mewtwo was going to be pretty popular, so I went with this setup because if we copy Intensifying Burn, we can one-shot Mega Mewtwo's, so that's pretty cool. And if we need them to, we can have them copy Geomancy, or knock out a 100 HP or less Pokemon with that Rainbow Spear attack. Last up, we got 2 Shaymin EX with the setup ability and the Sky Return attack. Y'all should know what this does at this point. So there we go, that's Pokemon in this deck, that is it. Let's get into the stadiums. We've got 3 stadium cards total. 2 of them are Faded Town. At any time between turns, put 2 damage counters on each Mega Evolution Pokemon. And this just helps us build up numbers against all the Mega decks that are floating around right now. So, not too bad. And of course, we gotta have 1 copy of Parallel City right now. And we can either reduce damage from grass, fire, or water Pokemon, or restrict their bench size, or get rid of our Shaymins, so not too bad. Next up, we got the 4 tool cards. Bursting Balloon, and this also helps us put out more damage. So if you guys don't know what this card is attached to one of your Pokemon. Discard it at the end of your opponent's turn. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if that Pokemon is knocked out, put 6 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So with an EX heavy format, if they have to attack into our Bursting Balloons, that's already 60 damage. We can Intensifying Burn. That's another 120 damage. If it's a Mega, we can start racking up damage off of the Faded Towns, so the damage adds up pretty quickly against the big EX decks. Next up, we got a pretty standard supporter line. We've got 2 copies of Lysandre to grab stuff off of our opponent's bench. Gotta have 2 copies of N. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck. Then each player draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. Then 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand and draw 7 cards. And the last supporter we got is 1 copy of Teammates. You can only play this card if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Search deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. And that can help us grab a bunch of nifty stuff. So let's move on to item cards. We've got 1 copy of Eco Arm, and this will let us get 3 of our Bursting Balloons back. Got 1 copy of Energy Recycler with how much we have to discard and how fast we can burn through our energy in our deck with Geomancy. Energy Recycler helps us get the energy we played in the early game back into the deck for the late game. We've got 2 copies of Energy Switch, so if you've got a guy with 1 energy from a Geomancy and you promote him and all you've got is another Fairy Energy, because you can't hit that DCE, you can still hit one of these energy switches and fulfill that 3 attack cost. Got 1 copy of Escape Rope. And this gives us a bit of flexibility in how we play the deck and our matchups. We've got 4 copies of Puzzle of Time. And ideally, we want to play 2 copies each time so we can get 2 cards out of our discard pile and back into our hand. And one of the things we can do is get our nice little Eco Arm back and turn that 3 extra balloons into 6 extra balloons. We've got 1 copy of Special Charge to shuffle 2 of our double colorless energy from the discard back into our deck. 1 copy of Super Rod to shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from our discard pile back into our deck. 1 copy of Switch to get our active out and 1 of our benched into the active. 4 copies of Ultra Balls so we can dig for that Shaymin, a Xerneas, a Mew, Lugia, whatever we need, whichever Pokemon that we don't have, we can get it. And last off, 4 copies of Versus Seeker, because, you know, it's good. It's good. You gotta get them supporter cards back. So that's it for the items there. All that we've got left is our energy cards, and you've been hearing me say double colorless energy. We've got 4 of those. And since we're using Geomancy, we've got to run Fairy Energies. So we've got 8 copies of Fairy Energy. And as always, I will leave a deck list for you guys in the description down below. So if you guys want to play around with this deck or this deck idea, please feel free to and have fun. And I'll see you guys back here in a second. We'll open up a few packs, and then I'll catch you guys later. Hold on. Alright, we're back, and we're going to open up some packs. Before that, you guys will see that I do have a new background. It's took roughly 10 hours to make. It is 22.25 inches wide and 9 inches tall, and it's all made out of beads that were melted together. Wanted to change the background up a little bit and decided to design this and put this all together. Hope you guys like it. So let's get into the packs. We've got 3 packs of Steam Siege to open, and I think we'll just go in this order. Start with the Garbodor and end with the 2 Xerneas. Got some backwards code cards. You guys can have one of those. There you go. 3, 2, let's go. Got a Fletchling, Seedot, Drifloon, Meryl, Shellos, Flaffy, Monferno, Anorith. Got a reverse Nidoking rare, and a Xerneas EX with the Mystic Heart ability. Let's see, prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to each of your Pokemon that has any metal energy attached to it. Existing effects are not removed. Neat. So we'll set that guy up in the background. And we'll move on to the first pack of Xerneas. And I suppose let's put that reverse Nidoking up there too. Alright. Another reverse code card. There you go, good luck. 3, 2, let's go. Got a Chimchar, Nosepass, Litleo, Sneasel, Yanma, Braviary, Lampent. Got a Clang, a reverse Mantine, nothing special there, and a regular rare Nidoking. So, sure, why not? We'll have 3 Nidokings in the background today. Last pack. Maybe we can get something good, maybe not. If not, that's alright. We still got an EX and a reverse rare out of 3 packs. That ain't too bad. There's one more code card for you guys. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last pack, we've got a Mankey, Fungus, Bergmite, Joltik, Mantine, Nuzleaf, Steelix Spirit Link, another Clang, got a reverse Hoppip, and an Yveltal holo, so that's cool. So we've got a holo rare, a reverse rare, and an ultra rare out of those 3 packs. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys liked today's video. Hit that like button if you did. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button for more Pokemon TCG content. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.